Welcome to Mike on to Mike, and this is another Money Mike segment. And today we're gonna dive into portfolio positions and my recent options. And before we go any further, let me just remind you, I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Anyways, let's get going. So today, as the market opened, I had 300% on a put I put last Thursday, I believe it was, on NIO, N-I-O. And that stock has been steadily going down. So it was about $18 when I got a $16 put. And, well, it launched right past it today, opened just under $14 at $13.81. Then started trickling back up, so got out as soon as I can to lock in those profits at 300%, which was nice. Anyways, from there, I moved some of the money over, and already over on TELL, I had 400% kind of sitting there, probably going to close it before the end of the day, and then 100% on AAL, American Airlines. So, those positions closed this Friday. TELL was a $5.50 call by this Friday, and AAL was a $20 call before this Friday. Anyways, you can, if you're new to options, you can close out, sell your position before, even if it doesn't even hit the price. So always lock in those profits, because if it expires out of the money, you lose all your money. So it's a hard game to play, but you can really reap some rewards on that. I also have some on a BRCC, kind of seeing how that plays out, but they're at the moment they're duds. So with that being said, let's get to our sponsor, and then we can move on to portfolio positions. So I opened my first brokerage account literally a decade ago, and I've experimented with a little bit of everything out there. And, well, something I probably will never touch again is crypto futures. Literally lost tens of grands in seconds. Wasn't a good time. But, anyways, I've experimented with options, OTC, IPOs, longs, dividends, and all sorts of stuff. And if you're new to investing, the slow, steady route is anything I might recommend. Although, not financial advice. But the meme stocks, yes, you can make a shoot ton in a quick amount of time. But at the same time, you can lose, instantly everything you put down. So just be careful out there. Anyways, let's get on to the portfolio positions. I'm going to talk about a little bit of everything I have going on. My dividend portfolio, my long portfolio, and my OTC portfolio. Okay, so we're going to start off with the fun ones. And with that, the OTC penny stocks. So the first one in my portfolio I'm going to mention isn't exactly like the rest of them. It's BYSD. So this one right here, I bought way back in 2015, put $1,000 on it. I sold for a few grand, somewhere between $5,000 and $9,000, somewhere in that area. And unfortunately, if I kept it through the years, it would be worth just under $3 million right now. So with that being said, everything that I'm investing now, I'm not planning on getting a quick 100% gains, 200% gains. I'm planning on holding these, even though they're penny stocks, for a good five years. And with the method that I use, they really cannot go any lower than what they're at. They can be delisted, and one of them did get delisted, but then about 4 years later, it came back onto the market and times by 5. That's when I sold it. Actually, times by 2,000%. So, anyways, some of the ones that I'm holding right now. So back then I used ASL penny stock list, which that website's down. If you heard my old podcasts, yeah. But I use OTCmarkets.com, one of the two, for their stock screener, and I look for penny stocks that are absolutely bottomed out, 0.0001. And then I put a limit order in, because if you buy on the market, normally you're buying at 0.0002, and then you could half your money, cut it in half instantly. So some of my orders don't go through, and that's okay. I also look for volume. Anyways, so some of them that I'm holding right now, HCMC, JAMN, TMGI, and I got a few others. This one's a little interesting because it has some, and then it drops off a little bit, even though it's still listed. It's interesting, but this one's RNVA, and I trickle about 5% probably of when I am investing into this type of stuff, when everything else I do in my dividends and my long positions. And then I'm probably doing another 5% over on my options. So I do have a couple others in here, but honestly, I'm not even sure how they got in here. This one's up almost 200%. IMPP. And I have no idea why I'm holding this guy, unless there was a reverse split or something. But this one's only up 5%, MICR. Neither of those last two are like fractions of a penny. So, with that, I'm planning on holding all those and adding to it for like 5 years. Try to really rake in that money. Anyways, so now let's move on to the longs and dividend positions. Okay, so this next section is about long positions. Good blue chip companies that will be around for quite a while. Recently, Google got approved, and Amazon, the board of directors approved it. It's up for vote, and more than likely, it's going to have a stock split. Both are 20-1, which maybe not instantly, but that should be very good news in the future. So I stocked up on both of those. So I have Google, GOOGL, Amazon, AMZN. Apple always seems to make innovative and quality products constantly. They have an EV on the horizon, some virtual reality stuff coming. So I got some AAPL. Next one, DIA, which is a Dow Jones Index. Then we got J&J, Johnson & Johnson, BAC, Bank of America, VZ, Verizon, CVE, Synovus, not sure if I'm saying that correctly, WFC, Wells Fargo, and we got Walmart, WMT, with a dividend coming up soon. Got ENPH, Enphase, got a little BBY, Best Buy, but that one I'm a little hesitant on because I don't know how they're going to be innovative. Retail's out the door slowly. Cost, COST, Costco. PG, Procter & Gamble. If you don't know much about Procter & Gamble, they basically control the paper goods. Toilet paper, paper towels, paper plates, yada, yada, yada. Between Procter & Gamble and Johnson & Johnson on the grocery side of a grocery store, it's probably made by them. We got SMH, which is a VanEck ETF. And then I got some Home Depot. I guess not many people are ordering wood. They're ordering tools off Amazon, but not really wood. And they got a few things going on for them. I think this one was only recommended to me, PANW, Palo Alto. Then we got Microsoft, even though it seems kind of rocky. Microsoft's still holding their own, MSFT. Next, we got a communications company, Broadcom, AVGO. And then we have a tech company, NVDA, NVIDIA Corporation, which does processors and graphics. Then we got F for Ford Motors. They're working on some EVs, so they might be rolling upwards and not downwards through this whole EV transition we're going through. Next up is another financial company, JP Morgan. Then we got AMD, which is like NVIDIA, does the processors and graphics. Next one is ON Semiconductor. Next we got LUV, Southwest Airlines. Then we got another fund, METF. Then another tech, MRVL, Marvell. Then we got Adobe, ADBE, Adobe Systems. They make great quality software for all sorts of stuff, animators, illustrators, anything like of that nature. Then we got another telecommunications company, Qualcomm. And then we got another, not really transportation, but definitely transportation, BA, Boeing. They make jets to, various kind of jets, from passenger to selling big contracts with the government. So if WW3, World War III, is coming around the corner, Boeing will be getting a lot of contracts. Next one is NOW, Now. ServiceNow. Next one after this, AI, C3 AI. I bought it as an IPO. It skyrocketed, sold, then it dropped, and then recently decided to get back into it. Same with the following one, A, B, and B, that released the same week as AI. I On IPO week, I ended up not buying any A, B, and B. Speaking of which, for IPOs, I use MarketWatch.com, and then even if I favor a company like Airbnb or DoorDash, like, oh yeah, it doesn't mean it's going to be a good stock or an IPO release. So with that, with IPOs, I go with MarketWatch's recommendation, like the buys. So next, we got another airlines, DAL, Delta Airlines. After that, we got MU, Micron Technology. And then I do own some Netflix, NFLX, but I'm not sure about this one because they have so much competition. They're going up against Apple. They're going up against Amazon. They were the first. They took down Blockbuster, but that doesn't mean they'll always be around. So I'm holding a little, but I don't know about them. Next is Zscaler. And then the next one was my very first IPO, U, for Unity Software. So when it comes to game design and stuff, normally it's like, oh yeah, got the Unreal Engine and you got Unity for the most part. Unity skyrocketed, and I ended up selling it for, I don't think it went as high as 300%, but I did a minimum double. Then I sold, because it's actually pretty low. I think it's currently at $73. It's probably below the IPO because I think it released around $80. So anyways, next one, Snow, which is another like software company. Then we got Oracle, ORCL. And then after that, we got REGN, Regentron. And then next one, we got SPY, SPY, which is an ETF that follows the S&P 500. So whatever the market's doing, this pretty much follows, at least the S&P index. After that, we got QQQ, which is Invesco, but that follows the NASDAQ. And then next, we got Booking, BKNG. I don't have much to say about this company. I just know it's another $2,000 stock, just like Amazon and Google. So I was like, yeah, I'll get some of that. After that, we got Tesla. So Tesla's had a stock split about 2 years ago, almost a year and a half ago. It split, it came back up, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy some. But we're also going through this whole lithium thing, shortage, so Tesla might crash, like we might not be able to transition like that. Who knows, we might, so I'm holding some of it. Next, I got Disney, DIS. Way back in the day, my grandpa bought me stock like 20 years ago, and I would always get these dividends from Disney. So I decided to buy some. Besides, Disney taking over, they're buying everybody. So for the most part, for some reason, I do not see any KO for Coke, but I'm actually going to add that right now, and Pepsi, because they are also juggernauts. Side note, Warren Buffett loves his Coke. The stock, the drink, not, yeah. Anyways, let's drop another message from our sponsor, and then we'll finish up with our whole dividend portfolio. So guys, thank you for being here, and for my final segment here, we're going to talk about my dividend positions. And before we really dive into that, this is going to be the longest, I'm going to help you out, because I got all sorts of dividends, and I got monthly dividends, I got quarterly, semi-annually, and annually. And here's a quick list of some of my monthly dividend stocks. TEAF, Tortoise Essential Asset Income. Stag Industrial, STAG. Main Street Capital, MAIN. Horizon Technology Finance Corp, HRZN. Cohen and Steers Closed-End Opportunity Fund, FOF. Gladstone Capital Corporation, GLAD. Realty Income, O. Dynex Capital, DX. LTC Properties, LTC. Prospect Capital, PSEC. AGNC Investment Corp. Double Line Income Solutions, DSL. Vanguard Short-Term Corporate Bond ETF, VCSH. So all those are like monthly dividends. So as long as you're holding, you'll be trickling in the money. So let me go through all my positions real quick. I'm just going to name off the letters. LTC, WMB, HRZN, BBD. For some reason I put Pfizer in here. PFE, PBT, ARR, AGNC, PSEC, BRMK, ORC, GLAD, SJR, ITUB, ADT, PFLT, GROW, T for AT&T, F for Ford, KMI, VALE, SBSW, NAVI, VOD, AEG, UWMC, NLY, STAG, SLG, O for Realty Income Corp, SMH, ABBV, CVS, LAND, XOM, NPK, DX, MAIN, ADC, EPR, PBA, RIO, ALX, MBT. And I'm probably going to be adding more as I discover them. Some of these have pretty high yields. Let's see here. Got to get my account loading, guys. So, my lowest yield is a 0.5%, basically 0.64. That's on SMH. And my highest yield is on ORC, which is 19.19% right now, which is pretty good. Like MBT has a pretty high yield, 18.49%. ARR has a 14.17%. VALE has a 13.98% on the yield. NLY 12.41%. AGNC 11%. RIO is almost 11%, it's a 1090. Then after that, it just kind of trickles down. I got a bunch of 9s, 8, 7, 6s, 5s, 4s. Let's see some of those monthlies, how they're looking. Let's start with Stag and Maine. Stag has a 3.69. Maine has a 6%, and it's a monthly. But that should be by the year, though. Let's see a few others real quick. Horizon, HRZN, is a monthly. That's a 9%, so that's pretty good. Constantly trickling that up. Okay, let's look up GLAD and O and DX next. See how they're doing. I don't even see them. Okay, so O has a 4.53%. That's a monthly. Forgot what else. DX and... Let's just find DX real quick. Let's see how that one is. DX has a 9.79%, and it's a monthly, so that should be trickling up pretty fast. Let's see here. Next ones to look at are going to be LTC and PSEC. LTC has a 6.37. I guess this might be a little easier if I did it in alphabetical order, but 8.92% on PSEC, and that's a monthly. Let's see how AGNC is doing. Where are you, AGNC? Where are you? Literally just added to you. Can't find you. What the heck? Oh, there it is, and it's actually pretty high. It is 11%, and it's a monthly. So that one, wish I could just star it. So, anyways, that's all the dividend positions. And I have it set up for DRIP, Dividend Reinvestment Program. Yeah. So instead of like getting cash added to my account, it automatically buys fractional shares of said stock. So then it's going to constantly trickle. Let's see some activity over like the past week, maybe two. So today I got a PBT reinvested. I did a lot of buying on Friday, so give me a second. Dang, I did do a lot. It's hard to find my reinvestments. On the 9th, a couple days ago, 5 days ago, AGNC got reinvested. So did XOM. That was on the 10th, about 5 days ago. Let's see here. Pfizer also got its this was 10 days ago. Pfizer just got its reinvestment. And then just 2 weeks ago, Wells Fargo got its reinvestment. So did PFLT. So that's nice. Anyways, guys, that is how I structure my portfolio. So before we end this Money Mike segment of Mike on to Mike, let's rehash everything we talked about. So we talked about options and penny stocks in the beginning. Started with NIO, bought on Thursday, I believe it was. I have a bunch of it's literally called like penny stock market, even though it has options alerts, and it picked some good ones. A few months back, it recommended I want to say IA. That doesn't sound right. It was a few months ago. But anyways, I did what it said, the recommendation, and boom, overnight, almost 15,000%. It was literally 14,999%, which $1 is $150 on that. Or is it 15? No, $150 per dollar, which is pretty nice. So we opened today with NIO at 300%. The market closes in an hour and a half. So let's just do a quick look at what my options are doing. Things are going up, then it came back down a bit, and I'm probably going to close out my positions because you could literally lose it all overnight. I wish I had more of that. BRCC is actually 400% up right now. Didn't have a lot on it. That's pretty nice. I'm probably going to close that one. Interesting. So, it went a little higher, but yeah, then the penny stocks, OTC markets. Let me just double check the link for you before we close out. OTCmarkets.com, and you can scan just like I do. I look for volume and literally a bottomed out stock. Like, you can't really lose money on a bottomed out stock. Only thing you can do is it gets delisted and doesn't get relisted later. That happened to me once, but then it ended up getting relisting and 500% minimum. I sold, could have went up to 2,000%. We covered the long positions. Those are like your Walmarts, your any like stable company, especially if they still have growth. That's what's like in your long positions for like buy now, never sell. It's towards retirement. Options, penny stocks, you can make a lot of money, you can lose a lot of money, so be careful in that section. And dividends, similar to the longs. I mean, sometimes they change their dividends. So periodically I'll look through there and sell what's not an actual dividend, because it's strictly for dividends in that portfolio. So anyways, guys, thank you. This is Money Mike with Mike on to Mike, and have a great day.